Okay, hello everybody and welcome to Action RPG. For those of you that don't know, I thought I had C19 and it ended up coming back negative, thank you Jesus, but I did have strep throat, so I've kind of been out of commission and like covering all the major gaming news for the last 5 or 6 days, and multiple people have reached out to me and asked, Aaron, why have you not covered the Unreal 5 engine drop? I'm literally like, I don't even know what you're talking about. So I actually have that video queued up now. I have not watched this video yet, so you are going to get a legit reaction out of me. And if you have not seen this yet, we can watch it together. And that is the video we're going to be doing today at Action RPG. Let's start this sucker.
Hello, I'm Brian Karras, Technical Director of Graphics here at Epic Games.
What's up, Brian?
Hi, I'm Jerome Plateau, Art Director of the Special Project.
What's up, John?
A few years ago, we got together as a team and brainstormed where we thought we could push forward state-of-the-art and real-time graphics. There were 2 key areas that stood out. The first, dynamic global illumination. Beautiful bounce lighting instantaneously.
I don't have to be constrained to do a game where the world has to be static, and I'm able to iterate a lot faster.
And we call this new system Lumen. And we're about to show you what it is capable of.
Lumen.
First, there was another area that we thought we could push forward. Truly virtualized geometry.
I like his like slick back feng shui hairstyle.
Draw calls, or memory. You could directly use film quality assets and bring them straight into the engine.
And that's a big deal for artists. I just want to be able to import my ZBrush model, my photogrammetry scan, my CAD data, without wasting any time optimizing, creating LODs, or even lowering the quality to make it hit frame rate.
In the end, that's what it's all about. Art that just works. And we call this new technology Nanite. Here is the future of Unreal Engine Nanite running live on PlayStation 5.
Awesome. Let's take a look at it.
This has to be the right way.
Oh, come on. It looks like a cinematic.
Before we continue, let's stop a moment and take a look at some of the key features of this demo. Much of what you see was built with Quixel Megascan assets, but instead of using the game versions, we used the cinematic versions, which would typically only be used in film. There are around 1 million triangles each.
It's gotta be 8K.
Thanks to virtual texturing, they all use 8K textures as well. Nanite can render an insane number of triangles very quickly. There are over 1 billion triangles of source geometry in each frame that Nanite crunches down losslessly to around 20 million drawn triangles. What does that many triangles look like?
Wow.
This isn't noise.
Wow.
These are the triangles, each a different color. Most are so small that they look like noise. Nanite achieves detail down to the pixel, which means triangles are often the size of pixels. This amount of geometric detail requires shadows to be pixel accurate as well, and Nanite can do that too.
It's so detailed it looks like noise. All of the lighting in this demo is completely dynamic,
with the power of Lumen that even includes multi-bounce global illumination. No light maps, no baking here. Without GI, all of that beautiful lighting is gone. With Lumen enabled, we can move the light and the bounce changes instantly. Okay, let's keep going. We've made some great additions to our audio system as well. Convolution reverb allows us to measure reverberation characteristics of real spaces, like actual caves that we sampled, and reproduce them in virtual spaces. Sound field rendering allows us to record and playback spatialized audio. All of this adds up to a more immersive experience.
Okay. How far are we into this? 3 minutes. Okay. So far, that is pretty unbelievable, especially because this demo is not on a PC. This is on a PlayStation 5. Wow! So not only are the visuals amazing, like obviously as soon as I see this, I think Tomb Raider, but the audio is what they actually like kind of hit me on the second time. When the rocks are falling, you can literally hear the different stones hitting at different levels, and the different levels have pitch based upon their echo. When she was walking through narrowly, yes, you can hear her hand touching the rock, which is nothing like big, but you can hear the hand like dragging, and you can hear like the dust from the rock like swiftly coming off. Bats.
This swarm of bats was created with our Niagara effects system. Particles in Niagara can now talk to one another and understand their environment like never before.
The bats aren't as impressive.
We've also added a ton of new functionality to run fluid simulations like you see in the water below. The demo runs on our chaos physics system. Here we are using it to accurately simulate the rigid bodies of the falling rocks and the cloth of her scarf.
Didn't even notice her scarf. Hear the wind?
Now that the environment is so complex, we've needed to greatly improve our animation systems to adapt. We've added predictive foot placement and motion warping, which dynamically modifies IK and body position to look more natural. For the character to more realistically interact with the environment, we've added the ability to trigger seamless contextual animation events, like her hand on the door.
That's promising.
Dynamic GI is amazing, not just for speeding up iteration, but also for its impact on gameplay.
Nice.
Any light source can move while still having beautiful bounce lighting. Dynamic illumination means specular as well, which you can see on all the metal surfaces. You can even see the Niagara-powered bugs reacting to the light. Lumen not only reacts to moving light sources, but also changes in geometry. Remember we mentioned high poly assets? This statue was imported directly from ZBrush and is more than 33 million triangles.
Holy smokes. I now see why so many people wanted me to watch this demo. I mean, obviously this is a demo. Sure, this is gameplay, right? But this is meant to wow you. But if this is what the future is going to look like, holy smokes. And I would like to think, too, that if this is what a PS5 can do, imagine max settings on a PC with Unreal 5 engine. And this statue, I mean, look at the detail on it. Like they keep talking about lighting because of Lumen, because it makes such a big difference, but like the shadows. Do you see how the light comes down? And it's like the way it hits the statue. Like it looks like Indiana Jones, like natural light. Even the way like the shade and it hits the, you know, the scepter he's holding. Very impressed so far. I don't know why you gotta do it on a PS5, but...
No baking of normal maps, no authored LODs. And we can do more than a single statue. There are nearly 500 of that exact statue at the same detail level placed in this room, for a total of over 16 billion triangles from statues alone. Over this entire demo, there are hundreds of billions of triangles.
I really like, too, that they didn't just show sunlight, because the brighter the image, the actual easier it is to generate a high quality image. Dark light is way more difficult because it's hard for, you know, a screen or a GPU to produce an image that is dark. So like, you know, produce a black image. So it's got to use light to produce a black. It's a very, very hard thing to do. But when you look throughout here, it's still very detailed. You can still see. I like how you can, it's almost like your vision, right? Like if you're in a dark room, you might be able to make out that there's statues there, but you won't be able to make out like the details of what they are. I'm thoroughly impressed so far.
So with Nanite, you have limitless geometry, and with Lumen, you have fully dynamic lighting and global illumination, all running on a PlayStation 5.
There's not much time left.
And this doesn't need to be constrained to small rooms. It can stretch all the way to the horizon.
Run, Forrest, run.
The portal,
Come on.
It's open. Don't fail me now.
Come on.
Time to see what's next.
Wow! Come on! That is my natural reaction. I have not watched this before. Wow, that looks good. Is that everything? No after the credits? It's only 1 year. Yeah, that's it. No, I don't want to see anything else. Alright, let's go to something. Where's she flying around at? Okay. Obviously, I'm very impressed with what I just watched. Thank you for everybody that reached out to me and told me to watch this. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it's amazing being able to see what the future holds. Now, I've kind of always been an Xbox guy. I mean, I've got nothing wrong with PlayStation. Like, I guess when I was growing up, it went Nintendo, PlayStation, then I switched to Xbox. Lots of fond memories with PlayStation. Tony Hawk, which is getting remastered right now. I literally tried to master every single Twisted Metal game there was for PlayStation, but kind of modern day PlayStation, especially based upon this demo. Imagine playing God of War with this level of visuals. And God of War already looks amazing on a PS4. Like that, I mean, that would be amazing. Think of playing Tomb Raider. And Tomb Raider already is one of the best visual games you can play, if some people think it is the best. So, you know, really cool to be able to see the future of gaming. And again, if this is on a PS5, we all know that a, what, 2021, a 3080 Ti NVIDIA GPU, what it's going to be able to do. What, pushing 4K, 8K frames at 100? Like, it's going to be really cool. The opening cinematics that you're used to seeing for games when they drop, that is what the gameplay is going to look like. It's going to feel like a movie. but a good one, let's hope. So still gotta make a good game. Okay, everybody, that is my reaction video. If you had not seen this, I would love to hear your thoughts, like, oh, it looks the exact same, like tell me if you think I'm crazy, or if like, wow, this is next level. Because in me, it looks next level. This is a weird scene that I stopped it on. It's like she's doing her Superman, but I really enjoyed my time today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have not joined the official Action RPG Discord, please please think about joining. We have a growing group of gaming community that we're going to jump from game to game together, so we always start the server top notch. That's it. Stay home, stay safe, join the Discord. Aaron.